Hello, my name is Megan Utlak, and I will be discussing how hostile architecture creates exclusion and diversity issues in society. To understand this, it is important to first know what hostile architecture is. Hostile architecture is the structure of public layout that is designed to exclude unwanted groups from some locations. Hostile architecture can be seen in various forms, but one of the most popular examples are spikes that are used outside of buildings or in warm or shaded locations in order to prevent groups, usually the homeless, from taking shelter in these areas. Another example is dividers that are constructed into benches that are meant to deter individuals from sleeping on these benches. Examples of both of these types of structures can be seen in the central images of this poster. Hostile architecture is generally found in urban locations, and it is most often erected by business owners outside of their buildings. The groups that are targeted by hostile architecture include the homeless, the youth, and other already disadvantaged groups of society. Perhaps the most affected group of hostile architecture is the homeless. In 2018, it was found that over 500,000 Americans went homeless on a single night in the United States, and around 35% of these people, or 200,000, were found sleeping in places not meant for human habitation, such as abandoned buildings, cars, and parks. Hostile architecture is playing a major role in displacing these homeless individuals into places that are even less safe and unsanitary. This is the most significant harm that hostile architecture poses. Other harms include the public shaming of the businesses that erect these structures, as they are depicted as being extremely unethical and inhumane. A third harm is the overall exclusion and isolation that these structures project into society. Although these harms are quite overwhelming, there are also benefits that result from hostile architecture. The first benefit is that it potentially increases customer engagement from excluding the groups and individuals that tend to drive customers away. Other benefits are that hostile architecture keeps businesses and urban areas cleaner and safer. This is because the groups that are being targeted by hostile architecture, such as the homeless, are generally associated with behaviors such as panhandling, loitering, trespassing, and littering. By erecting hostile architecture, businesses are attempting to provide customers with an uninterrupted shopping experience that is unaffected by the targeted groups. Overall, it is important to know both the harms and benefits of hostile architecture, but it is ultimately up to the business owners to decide whether or not to erect these structures. While these structures may allow the businesses to better control the overall experience of consumers, they also must consider the criticism and public shame that result from their attempt to exclude and isolate members of society. Thank you all for listening, and if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. Thanks again.